In today's tips and tricks guide, I am going to be showing you guys how to get more loot in encounters. If you guys do go on to enjoy this video, don't forget to drop a like down below. Every single like is very much appreciated. Comment what you guys think, and if you haven't already and you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. It is very much appreciated, and then also turn on those post notifications. But yeah, we're going to be showing you guys exactly how to get more loot in encounters and hopefully improve how much loot you can get. If you guys did click on this video, you were probably a new player or you are a veteran player that only went for kills and now you are trying to go for loot. I'm going to be taking you guys through a step-by-step guide on how to get more loot and what's the best way to approaching getting more loot. Step 1. The appropriate loadout. Now for this one, you don't need to bring anything crazy. You don't need H-bars, you don't need ADRs. You're only going to be looting. You are only going to be looting. You don't need to bring any high tier weapons or very much ammo at all, since you are going to be avoiding fights at all costs. Now, weapons that are good to bring in for this is either the VZ with the AP, the Thompson, the M2 Carbine, the ES16, or the AKM. These weapons are very good loot weapons, which will definitely help you throughout your encounter and be able to help defend yourself against other players that may come across you or be spawned near you. Now, unless you are not going to be going for airdrop, you are only going to be going straight for loot. You are going to be looting houses, and you're going to be looting, and you are going to be scooting. So the appropriate loadout is very, very important. You don't want to load up your ammo. Only bring 3 stacks at maximum, and bring a couple heals just in case you need them. Step 2. Choose the right map. The map is probably the most important thing for this, because certain maps don't have very much loot. The maps that are pretty good are Fisk, if you can get a good spawn. Fisk is normally pretty good with loot. The Vigor Forest is a pretty good map for loot. Sagebrook is pretty good. Battery is one of the main ones that I enjoy looting because there's a lot of loot spots and it's very easy to avoid certain players that might be there for kills. But it's very important to choose a map that you can tell will have a lot of loot. For Jill Canton, Fiel Canton, and Anakin, avoid those maps. Those maps might not have very much loot for you, so avoid those maps at all costs. Those maps won't have very much loot to offer you. The main maps you want to go to are maps that have a lot of buildings, a lot of... Grandtime is a great map for loot, has a lot of buildings, a lot of houses. Sagebrook, Fisk, a lot of those maps will have a lot of decent loot for you along the roads. But, warning, do not loot cars. Do not loot cars, it's going to give you location away very easily. Step 3, only loot. Do not go around trying to find players, go into POIs. POIs, stay away from them. Unless you know nobody's in that area. If you get a spawn right in front of time safe or right in front of lock container, shoot the locks off, grab the loot, get away as fast as possible. That is at your own risk. Stay away from POIs. If you spawn near a POI and you don't want to risk it, run away to a different location. Find a good point of interest on the map that shows you that there's some houses and areas that you can loot at. Now, boosting the encounter is very helpful if you have the crowns. Boost it all you want. Boost to your heart's content. Boost it, boost it, boost it. Get as much loot as possible. But if you don't have the crowns, you can still do this. Still get away with it. You'll just have to stay in encounters a little bit longer. But it's okay. Just try to stay away from any gunfight and don't run. Do not run in the encounter. Jog or walk. Don't run, because that will alert other players that might be running past you or in the area, so they will be able to hear you. You don't want to die, you want to survive. Step 4, survive the encounter. This is the obvious one. Survive the encounter, because if you die, unless you buy insurance, you are not going to get any of that loot you worked for. Survive the encounter. Don't get greedy. Do not get greedy in the encounter. Get your loot, fill up your inventory, and go to the closest exit. But go to an exit that you know nobody will be at. You don't want to go to an obvious exit, because you probably won't make it out if there's an exit camper. Go to a good exit that's not as obvious and get out of there. Survive with your loot, survive with what you gathered. It's very important. Do not run around, do not loot cars, do not go to POIs, and do not do anything stupid in the encounter. Just don't do it, because you want to get out with as much loot as possible, and you want to be able to survive. If you guys made it to the end of the video, hopefully these tips and tricks did help you out on how to get more loot in encounters. If you guys did enjoy, like, comment, and subscribe if you are new, and turn on those post notifications. It's all very much appreciated and does help the channel go a very long way. We're going to get out of here. Hopefully all this helped you out, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, Outlanders.